Welcome back to another video. Y'all probably hate when I do that. But guys, today I will be doing, I actually have been waiting to do this video, but since I have just turned 20, like that still hasn't like really processed in my brain yet that I am 20 years old. But ever since I turned 20, I was like, you know what, I want to do this video about 20 things I learned in my life since being on this earth for 20 years. So that's basically what I will be doing. I'm just gonna be telling you guys, I wrote down 20 things that I've learned, and you know, I just feel like I want to shed some insight, help you guys out. For even though I'm still technically, I'm very young still, people probably will even still consider me a child, but 20 is a big deal. Like, I'm no longer a teenager. Like, 20, you're 20, you're 20. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, I still feel 16. It's just so, like, I'm about to, like, get emotional, and I don't want to do that. I really don't want to get emotional, because growing up is a blessing, and just, like, being able to experience new things and just being able to live, like, a long life is a blessing. I'm going to live my life to the fullest and be happy and shed love and positivity, but but I will be telling you guys 20 things I've learned. I don't want to make the video super long, so we are just gonna start. Okay, I have the 20 things right here. The first thing I have written down is something I'm still trying to learn to this day, and I honestly, like, I know I should, but I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to. Like, okay, let me just tell you, the first thing is to slow down and live in the moment. I have a huge problem with always worrying about the future, and I'm always thinking about, like, oh, I want to do this, that, and the third, so I have to do this and that and third now. I'm always thinking about, like, where I'm gonna live, my career, the people that are still gonna be in my lives. Like, I'm always like go, and I never just like slow down and enjoy like everything that's around me right now, and just like really live in the moment and just enjoy what's going on. I just want to be more present, if that makes more sense. I think it's really important, because you never know nowadays with all this, like, all this crime that's happening, all these deaths that are happening. Like, it's insane how fast these people are dying, and just like, you never know when's your last day, really, and it's really scary to think about it that way. When I look at it that way, it makes me like want to live in the moment more. You have to enjoy everything that's in front of you, love the people in front of you, and just like have a good time and stop trying to rush things all the time. Second thing is to don't let other people's opinion on you bother you or affect how you view yourself. This is more about school and YouTube, because I feel like before, people have always encouraged me about my YouTube. There's been times where there's other people thought it was kind of like a waste of time. It's probably like not even worth it, but like they thought I should be focusing on other things, meaning school, and their opinion on YouTube and social media and stuff like that. Like, it bothered me, and it made me really like doubt myself and stuff, and like I hated that it did, because I know like the type of potential I have, and I know I could really do big things with this. So I just need to stop caring about, even with like people trying to convince me about doing certain things in school that I don't necessarily have a passion for, or I don't necessarily want to do. So it's just like little things, like it doesn't even have to be anything big like that. It could be like something small someone will say to me, and like I would be thinking about it for like forever. Like, my mind, it's so weird. Like, I feel like a lot of people experience this too. When someone says something to you that you necessarily didn't want to hear, made you think differently about yourself. I don't want to make decisions based on what other people think. Basically what I'm trying to say. I want to be able to make my own decisions. I want to be able to do and go about my life how I want to. There's obviously going to be mentors, parents and stuff that can help you and guide you through your life, but at the end of the day, you're the one that's making those decisions. At the end of the day, you're the one living that life. Allowing other people to dictate and make opinions or try to like encourage you to do something that you don't want to do, ultimately you're going to be the one paying for that at the end of the day, because you're the only one living life. Third one is take a break and relax. Your body needs to relax. So it's not so much the same thing as the first one, but I was talking about this in my life update too, if you guys haven't seen it yet. I don't know which video is coming out first. Actually no, this video is coming out first, so the life update you guys probably won't see until a while. But one thing I was talking about is to take a break, and how it's hard for me to like take a break and just focus on self-care sometimes. Like, I mean, obviously I have my moments. I have days where I just clean, and I also, you know, I work out, so that's a form of self-care, and I take care of my skin. Like, those are all forms of self-care. But also on those days I'm also working on schoolwork, or I'm editing, or I'm trying to get this together. Like, there's never a day where it's just like, oh, just like relax, lay in your bed, do absolutely nothing. And I guess that's the reality of college, but I feel like I could make a way for me to be able to just relax and really do nothing. And I feel like it's really important, especially as you get older. Your body needs more sleep, you need more time to relax. Even though you might have a lot going on, if there's a way for you to adjust it where instead of working every day, you can have one day to relax. So it's just like a lot, and I feel like time managed better, because like I'm doing a lot. I'm doing the school, working, and then I'm doing YouTube still, content creating. So it's a lot sometimes. So I need to try to manage my time and trying to be social. Like, I need to try to manage my time better, where I have the time to do all those things while also taking time to just relax and care for myself, my health, my body, and all those things. So yeah, the next thing I want to say is go outside even if you don't want to. So I have this bad habit of just like staying in the house for like weeks. Like, if I don't have to go outside, I really won't go outside, because I just prefer my own company. I really don't have to be talking to someone every day. I don't have to be hanging out with people all the time. Like, I prefer to go to work or focus on my YouTube. Like, I really prefer to do those things a lot. But again, I feel like that's could be a bad thing, and is a bad thing, because I feel like when you have those friendships in your life, you need to make sure those are also top of your priority, and you need to make sure you are talking to those friends, you're checking up on those friends, you're hanging out with those friends. So I also need to learn that it's not always about working all the time. It's sometimes you do need to go out, be social, even if you don't want to. Just go out, and most of the times when you didn't want to go out, you end up being happy that you did, because you thought you weren't going to enjoy yourself, but you actually did really enjoy yourself more than you thought you would. So honestly, just go out. Just fucking go out, Sapphire. Like, put the fucking camera down, put the book down, just go out for one night. Just enjoy life. You're young. Oh, I was kind of talking about that before. 5, be kinder and more grateful to the people you love. Life is not promised. Basically, like what I said before, people are here today and gone tomorrow. So you really just need to hug your loved ones and be there for your loved ones, support your loved ones, hang out with your loved ones, talk to your loved ones, do all these things, and be grateful for the people you have in your life, and just be grateful for the situation you're in. Even if it's not the best situation you're in, or you rather have more, or you rather like be here but you're like here, at least you just be grateful for the little things that you have, because there are so many people out there that are struggling, that don't have nothing. I try to be as grateful as possible for the things that I do have, even if I'm not completely satisfied of where I'm at in life right now, or I want bigger and better things. I just need to appreciate the people and just having a roof over my head, really. So number 6 would focus on your path and not what other people are doing. Heavy on that one, because when you watch all these people, especially with social media is illusion. I feel like that's the perfect way to describe it. I feel like even though I am someone that does social media, and I also, you know, sometimes I have to put up with the illusions that, like, you know, oh, I'm doing great, I'm happy, and when necessarily I might be like, at the lowest point in my life. You know what I mean? You would never know. So when I look at other people, because I watch a lot of people that are doing similar things that I'm doing, similar content, I mean, like there are people like that are older than me, they're like traveling and like they have like these penthouses and like these cars. I try not to compare myself to them, because like nowadays you see 20, 21, 22 year olds, like they got like fucking drop tops and fucking penthouses and 6K figures, like, you know what I mean? Like you see stuff like that and you get discouraged. But honestly, everyone's path is different, and I'm enjoying the path I'm on. My path might not start earlier than other people, but I'm gonna get there eventually. Eventually I am gonna have that drop top. Eventually I will have that penthouse, and eventually I will make 6 figures, probably even more. You could watch those people but be able to like still have your own path and not worry so much about what those other people are doing. Like, oh my god, like I should have been did this, I should have been got this. Like this person is on this path and you are on this path, and there's no rush. You will get there eventually. Number 7, you will outgrow people, and it is okay. It is okay to outgrow people. And I used to like hang on to like friendships and even relationships, heavy on the relationships. I used to hang on to them shits, knowing those people like they're not on the same, I don't even want to say the same level as me. Yes, same level as me, but also not on the same path as me, in a way where we're not both growing together, or we're not trying to build a better life for ourselves, or trying to advance in a life in some way. Like obviously you guys don't have to have the same path. Like if I want to go to school to be a doctor, but you want to become a battle girl in Atlanta and go to nursing school too. Like there's like so many different paths. Like you don't even have to go to school like to be technically on the same path or be on the same level as me. Like school, like this is 2023. There's so many ways to be rich without going to school. Like that's not what I mean by being like on the same path. Like we just have to have the same mindset. Like, you know, like we have to both be hustlers, both be hardworking, both be consistent in what we want, and we have to put in the work for it. Like I'm not gonna be friends with someone that still wants to wants to chill in the basement, watch TV all day, doesn't go to school, doesn't have a job. Like I am not gonna have those type of people around in my life, because they do not benefit me anyway. And I feel like friendship should benefit you, and they should also teach you things. So what's the point in having people like that around you, because they're just going to negatively affect you at the end of the day. So it's okay to outgrow people. I've outgrown many friendships, I've outgrown many relationships I've been in, and that's okay. And sometimes you don't even realize it until later down the road, and like, damn, I should have been dropped that girl. Like, or damn, I should have been broke up with that nigga. Like there's so many things that you just realize when you get older. It's okay. Like I'm on to bigger and better things, and that's just point blank period. You guys notice a change in quality? It's because I'm using a different camera now. Next, we are going to talk about everyone should have the privilege of having your time. And I'm just learning this now, literally at 20, but like that's perfectly normal. I feel like when you're young, you just want to hang out with everyone, and you just don't think about how like valuable your time is, specifically in like relationships, and just like even if it's not a relationship, situationships or sneaky links, like all that shit. Like come on I just feel like sometimes like my time is so precious, and if I'm wasting it hanging out with someone that I know won't go anywhere or won't benefit me in any life, even friendships won't benefit me in any way, or you know, it's negatively affecting me in any way, my mental health, what I have to do, what I'm working towards, then like what's the point? It's a waste of my time. I'm just like in that, I feel like I always been very to myself. I always been an introvert, and I don't talk to too many people. Like I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me, but I just don't want to talk to a lot of people. And the friends that I do have, those people help me, have taught me so many things, have been so supportive of me, have made me a better person. And those people are 100% worth my time and are worth having my time, because they have always been there for me. But people that just be there, like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. Being around them, it benefits them more most of the time than it benefits you. So after realizing that shit, I'm just like, no, I don't have the time or the patience or the energy. But next we're gonna talk about, oh my god, little 16-year-old Sapphire. You will heal from that heartbreak. You will heal from that heartbreak. You will be happy. You will thrive in your current relationship. You will be happy. You will heal. That pain will go away. I promise you, like, everything is gonna be okay. And even like future heartbreaks, hopefully I don't have any more heartbreaks, hopefully that's it. But listen, I've learned that like everyone goes through heartbreak and it's painful, it's horrible, it feels like it's in the end of the world, you feel like you want to die, you feel like there's no purpose in life anymore. And listen, there's so many bigger things out there for you, more better people out there for you. You have so many opportunities, so many, like, there's just, life is so much, it's so much bigger than just relationships and shit like that. Like, I feel like now that I'm older and like I'm in school and I'm actually working towards something and like, you know, the content creating and stuff like that, I feel like I'm realizing that like, yeah, like it sucks. Getting your heart broken sucks. Getting cheated on sucks. Getting betrayed sucks. Especially me, like I'm a very sensitive person. And obviously anyone would hurt, but like things hurt more deeply to me. And it takes me a lot more longer to get over things just because of how sensitive I am. So realizing that like after literally 2.5 years, 3 years to finally like say like, it's done, like your heart is healed, like you can love again, like that's amazing. Because like at one point I thought I never would. You can heal from a heartbreak, and that goes out for anyone that's younger than me or anyone that's my age. Like, you will heal from that heartbreak and it's okay, and most of the time you're gonna find someone better than the person you previously dated, so it's fine. Everything is fine. Next thing is I'll try new things. I feel like I kind of am, kind of not. Like, I don't mind trying. I like go back and forth because I usually do stick to things in my comfort zone. Like, if I never tried it before, I'm like, eh. If you tell me like, oh, do you want to go to some restaurant I never been at before, I'm trying to think, I'm like, you kind of ate like everywhere. But like, if it was between a restaurant I know I like and a restaurant I don't like, I'm always gonna go to that restaurant I do like because I know I'm going to have a good time and enjoy my food. But on the other hand, like, I'm not afraid to go try new foods. Like, if it's like some animal or some, like, I don't know, something out of the ordinary I don't really eat, like, I don't mind trying that. I don't mind stepping out of my comfort zone when it comes to clothes. I don't mind stepping out of my comfort zone when it comes to activities. Sometimes if it involves being in the air, I will not do it. But stuff like that, I will try new things, but I feel like I need to do it more often. I need to stop being so scared and being so comfortable in everything I do. Maybe I do need to start picking a new restaurant instead of going to Red Lobster or fucking Applebee's all the time. Like, I need to do something different. I need to do something different. I need to try new things. I'm young. If I say that one more time, I'm young and I need to just like be out in the world and crazy stuff. And sometimes when like I do try new things, I actually really like it. Like, I came to DC, I got put onto ramen. I was not a ramen person. I never ate ramen unless it was in the pack. But I tried ramen and now I'm in love with it, and any opportunity I get to eat ramen, I'm like, yes, let's get ramen. It has convinced me to try sushi. Not try sushi, fall in love with sushi. Every time people have tried to put me onto sushi, it just went terribly wrong, and I'm like, y'all, sushi is not for me. Stop trying to put me onto this shit. I do not like it. It's okay. Roller coasters, can't put me on a roller coaster. Anything that flies in the air, you cannot put me in fly in the air. Skydiving, bungee jumping, zip lining, I might try. I might build up the courage to do zip lining, but I don't know, all that other shit I don't think I can do. But that's that. Driving is not that scary. That would be my next thing, because I used to be so scared of driving, y'all. It took me a minute to get my license. I got my permit when I was 17, I think, and I got my license at 19. Yeah, because I just turned 20 and I got it last summer and I was 19. I don't know why I was so scared of it. I think I was just scared because when you're driving with your parent, it's even more scary because they're just like up your ass about everything. They're like, oh, you can't do this, you did this wrong, you almost did this, and it's just like they have good intentions, but when you're a first-time driver, this is also new to you and it's also scary. So having someone yelling in your ear, it literally does not help, and it honestly overstimulated me. So I was like, yeah, no, this is not gonna work. But when I drive by myself, I love it. I love it most of the time. I don't like the parking because I'm still not that very good at parking, but driving I'm pretty good at. Parking I'm not that good at, but parallel parking I can do. But driving itself, it's really not that scary. Like driving on the highway, it's not that bad. Merging when it's traffic, it's not that bad. Like I just started merging into traffic. Like I used to just merge and it was like no biggie because it was like never traffic when I was driving, but like lately, like when I was driving, it's been like traffic. I'm like, oh my god. But it's okay, it's fine. I'm facing this way. I hope that doesn't bother y'all that I'm facing this way. I'm literally just leaning on my chair, relaxing, reading off my phone. So hopefully that doesn't bother y'all. The next thing is self-love is the best love. I always loved myself. I mean, there was points in my life when I did not love myself as much as I should have. And I focused on other people's well-being and themselves and prioritize other people before myself, and that has caused me to lose sight of myself and also caused me to stop loving and taking care of myself properly. But I feel like now when I got out of that situation and I'm more smarter, not as vulnerable as I used to be, like I feel like now I understand how important self-love is and how you don't need those toxic relationships, friendships. You don't need that type of stuff in your life. And sometimes like you need to prioritize yourself and you need to put your own well-being before anybody else. You need to love yourself before anybody else. You can't love anyone if you don't love yourself. Next one, nothing is handed to you. You have to work hard for your dream you have. But that's something I have learned, but I always knew it, but like I have learned from like a very young age that you have to work hard for what you want. If you want to get promoted at your job, you have to show that you're worthy of getting promoted. You have to put in that time, you have to put in that effort at that job to get promoted. If you want that new car, you have to pick up those extra shifts, then do it. If you want that car really bad, then do it. Like, I feel like people get comfortable, and I get comfortable too. Like I have definitely gotten comfortable. At this age, I now know that money does not grow on trees and everything is expensive, and nowadays you need to be making a lot of money to be able to live comfortably. But I don't want to just live comfortably. That's the thing. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I don't have to worry like, oh, I can't buy this because I have this to pay for, or I can't do this because I have this and this to pay. Like I want to be able to like pay all my bills and still be able to go on vacation if I want to. I still want to be able to buy, go shopping, because that's just like who I am. So I feel like in order to do that, I have to keep going up and up and up. And I'm the type of person to keep doing that. Even though if I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I just don't want to do anything, like I know what type of lifestyle I want and what type of lifestyle I'm going to have. So I need to be able to put in that time and effort and realize that my mom is not always going to help me. Thank God for the support system I have now. I don't have to be working if I don't want to. I could just strictly focus on college if I want to. But I just like being able to say that, be able to make my own money. Even though it might not be a whole bunch of money. But like, I want to be able to make my own money. And my mom has taught me very well about stuff like that. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I want to be rich by 24. Like, I'm no joke. I want to be rich by 24, y'all. So I feel like if you put it in that work and you put in that time, then your dreams will come true. My dream of being a content creator and influencer, that will come true if I keep being consistent and I keep putting time into it. Nothing, I need to pick up that camera. Even if I don't feel like filming, pick up that damn camera. I want to get my degree. I want to get my master's degree. I ultimately want to get my PhD degree. If I don't want to pick up that book, do it anyway. Drink some coffee, pick up that book and study. Listen, and I know that 4 or 5 years from now, I am going to thank myself for all those tired nights and all those things I did to end up where I'm at, because I know the type of person I am, and I know I'm meant for big fucking things. Big fucking things. Like, bitch, I'm gonna be a doctor. A doctor. A doctor, bitch. And I want to be a famous, not even, and I don't even care about being famous. I just want to be successful. I want to make people happy. I want people to like watching my shit. Like, I want all of the above. I want to model. I want to do so many things. Like, there's so many things I want to do. So yeah, I just went on a little rant right now, I'm sorry. Anyway, next thing is, if I don't want to do something, I don't have to. I'm not easily peer pressured. If I don't want to do something, I will not do it. Maybe when I was younger, people would influence me to do certain things that I didn't want to do, but like being 16 and up, like if I was not about it, I'm not doing it. I'm just telling people out there, like, if you don't feel comfortable doing something or you have no interest in doing something, then don't do it. Next thing is, I should always put my mental health first before anything. I was just going on a whole rant about how I'm a workaholic, and honestly, that's true, but at the end of the day, I am still learning that I do need to put my mental health first. If I'm not right or something is wrong, I have had breakdowns, but nothing like crazy. Like, I have had breakdowns, but like I feel like a lot of people, like when you're overwhelmed about things, like sometimes you just need to let it out and you need to cry. But even when like I was really sad or when I was depressed for those years that I do not try to relive or try not to think about, even then I was still working and I was trying to do this, that, and the third when I wasn't really myself. And I feel like it kind of shows. Like, I look back at my old videos and I could tell when certain things had happened in my life, because I could tell by my mood and just the things I was doing. Even though I might have seemed happy, again, it's the Instagram, it's the illusion thing. Like, you can't always believe what you see on the internet, because this person might be really happy on the internet, but she could be dealing with a lot of things in her personal life. So, and I did talk to you guys before about it when I was going through my little situation, but I feel like now I'm really like focusing on my mental health, and I just want to be happy. I don't want to worry about things. I don't want to stress about people. And you know, I think mental health is so important, and I'm glad that more people are realizing how important it is now, because before people did not think mental health was that important, but it is. It's really important, and we need to pay attention to it. And if I know I'm really stressed out, or I need a break, just take the break. Even if it's just a day or two, just take it. It's okay. It's fine. It won't be the end of the world if you miss one gym day. It won't be the end of the world if you miss one upload on the day you were supposed to upload. It's not the end of the world if you don't study this one day, even though you were studying all week last week. Like, it's okay. It won't be the end of the world. Number 16 is it's okay to fail. I am so bad when it comes to failure. Like, I have this thing where like, oh, I have to be good at everything. Like, I just have to be good at everything, or I'm just like a failure. And I need to get out of that mindset, because it's okay. Like, when I remember when I was going to fail one of my classes, and I literally thought it was the end of the fucking world. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be behind. I'm not gonna graduate on time. Like, I literally thought it was the end of the fucking world, but it was okay. I just dropped the class. It didn't affect my transcript at all, and I just retook it, and I got an A in this semester. So it really isn't the end of the world if you fail at one thing, if you fail that test, you fail that project you were trying to do, you're not good at this one activity that you're trying to pick up. Like, I don't learn how to dance. That's something that a lot of people don't know about me, but like, I actually really like dancing. I just don't know how to dance, and I don't really have that much rhythm. I'm trying, but like, that's something I'm like really interested in, and I actually love watching people dance and stuff like that. But like, I'm not good at it, and I hate not being good at it, but it's okay. Like, you know, I can't be good. Like, I'm not a fucking superhero. Like, I can't be good at everything. So I'm just, you know, trying to get over that, like, oh, that mindset of like, oh, you have to be good at everything. You can't fail. You have to be good at everything. But it's okay to fail. It's fine. The next thing is it's okay not to have everything figured out. Kind of similar to what I was talking about before. Like, most people at this age, like, a lot of people see people the age 20, 21, 22, and they have all these things going for them, and they're thinking like, oh damn, like I'm feeling at life because I don't have this, that, and the third. Like I said before, everyone has their own path and everyone's gonna get there eventually. So you can't think that like even at 25 you don't have to have everything figured out. Like 25 is still very young. I mean, at 25 I do want to have like some type of idea of like what I want to do, but like you don't have to have it all figured out. It's okay. You literally do not have to have it all figured out. Everyone can go at their own pace, and everything's gonna work out as long as like you're happy where you're at. I wouldn't stress so much about it. Like obviously everyone's bigger and better for themselves, of course, but like it's okay if you're not doing as well as this 25-year-old, or you're not doing as well as like this 21-year-old. Like, you know what, it's okay. It's fine. Everyone's gonna get there eventually. 18, you can't please everyone. You can't please your friends. You can't please your family, your parents, your partners. You can't please everybody, and that's okay. At the end of the day, some things that you do in life other people might not agree with and they might not like, but it's your life. So, and if they don't like it, who gives a fuck? Who literally gives a fuck? It's your life. It's not, and half of the time it's not affecting them in any way. So I don't understand why people act the way they do when people do certain things, and like they're like, oh my god, and that is gonna happen if you go down this path, or you shouldn't do that, because like it doesn't even affect their life most of the time. So I don't know why people even care. Like, just don't be a people pleaser. Even though I feel like I still can be a people pleaser, but don't be a people pleaser. Like, not worth it. And people think that being a people, like, it's okay to be nice to people, but you need to be able to have boundaries and stand your ground. Thank you. Oh my god, my back. Number 19, trust your gut. When I tell you 99% of the time your gut is telling the truth, is pointing you to the right direction, then you need to listen to your gut. Sometimes like people, like they know, like they get this gut feeling that something's gonna happen or something bad is gonna happen if they do this or the third. They get this gut feeling that this person is lying or anything like that, and they just ignore it because you're like no, everything's gonna be fine. You're trying to like dismiss it or whatever. Just trust your gut. If it's telling you don't do it, don't fucking do it. Because I've been in so many situations where I didn't listen to my gut and that shit backfired on me. So from now on, when my gut tells me, bitch, don't go over there, bitch, don't talk to him, bitch, don't do this, just don't do it. And that's just period. And my last thing I learned, 20th thing I learned of being 20, prioritize yourself. A lot of these are kind of similar to like the other ones. Like, again, like you need to focus on your life first before anybody else's. You need to get your shit together before anybody else. You don't have to get your shit together, but you do at the same time. Like, there comes a certain point in life where you do have to get your shit together, and you have to have some type of thing that you want to do or some type of goal you're trying to reach, and you just need to focus on that goal. Because if you have these other distractions or these other things that are weighing you down or holding you back, get rid of them. Get rid of them. You need to focus on yourself, because if you don't focus on yourself, then you won't get to where you need to get to, or get to where you want to get to. So focusing on yourself is the best bet, especially at a young age. Like, being young, you need to work on yourself. You need to, this is the time where you start building. I feel like at a certain point in your life, when you feel like it's time for you to build up and start doing this, and you feel like you need to start upgrading, that's when you need to start prioritizing yourself, and you need to start focusing on yourself. Like, listen, this is the time for that. That's pretty much it for today's video. This video is going to be long because I talk a lot, but that's okay. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.